Hello everyone. Welcome back to the stream, to the channel, and to this video today as we continue our endeavors in getting ourselves 1 billion capital when it comes to Stardew Valley. For those of you that are new or here for the first time, my name is the Darkin King. I play games, I enjoy chaos, and I'm here to cause all sorts of fun shenanigans in the games that I play. So, let's see where we can go today. Hey, Pink, good to see you. But as you said last time, we've gotten ourselves quite a bit of stuff taken care of in Stardew Valley. We've moved on from summer to fall, so let's just jump right in and see where today's shenaniganery gets us. Hold on. Yeah, we'll leave that there. Come on. I got it. Alright. Nice and bright. Again, I apologize for the loud bits of audio. There we go. But we got ourselves quite a bit of money after taking care of most of our influx of fish. Fish, various goods, and all sorts of other things. But we need to clear out all of this. Also say hi to our chickens, given they've got incredibly big. There's 4 of you. Where's the 4th? Oh, right there. Just having a nap. Alright. I'll put these in here. Excuse me. Alright. Clear this out. We'll need to retill the land. And also prep our rare seed for later. Alright, take care of this. And this. Clear out some of the excess. Alright, we'll resort these. Let's see. Oh, what do we do? There's a lot of stuff we could do. We could get the expansion on our house. We could get another building, get ourselves a barn. There's a lot of things we could take care of. Oh, we need an iron bar for that. And a worm bin is hardwood, gold, iron, and fiber. Can make a deluxe worm bin. Bait maker, fish smoker. How much? Okay, let's also do some things here. Moss, fiber, hardwood. Gold, iron. Because I also had another thing that we could also do as well, given the fact that we now have a crab pot in the back burner. Stone and wood. We could set ourselves up to have an auto smoker at the bottom with our crab pot as well. So what I need is a recycling machine. And a worm bin. Let's just do the basic worm bin, because I'm not sure we're going to need anything else aside from that. That being said, that could easily change relatively quickly. Also, is audio better? We tested this last time on Thursday last week, and it supposedly sounds a lot better, but I need you guys to confirm. Though I'm not having to shout at you guys or bring the mic significantly closer if it's out of focus. If it's less of a headache having to fluctuate with your volume every 5 seconds. Because that was always the problem beforehand. Thank you, my friend. Should probably also clear out the grass and the moss back here. Don't need no bushes. Yes, I don't have to turn up my volume on my phone as much, which is perfect. Awesome. Got it. Good to know. Good to know. Hey, Bergie, good to see you. Alright, let's go ahead and... I also missed this plant. We should get rid of a couple more of these things as well. Alright, let's, oh, yeah, you're right. I need to put the rare seed down. Can't forget that. Plant. Yeah. And we also, I believe it's 9 to 5, so we'll have to go, we also need to go out and get more seeds. We gotta do a lot of stuff for, like, the first of the season. Because I think at this point we should go ahead and buy the bigger backpack for resource management for later when we go into the Skull Caverns. Now that we have that. But we could also clear out a lot of the valued bundles as well with the vault. Ooh, blueberry. Blackberry, pardon. We need to put you on this side. And you over here. Yeah. Fish, fish. Because I also read online that you could get... you could also smoke these as well. Which is why I'm thinking I might move the smoker down there. Because... I mean, don't get me wrong. Fishing is great. But when you can have something that's going to sit idly and smoke on its own... That could be very handy in the late game. But I might also mention make another smoker. If I need to get enough jelly for that. Also, what do I need for the fall crops? I just need eggplant and pumpkin. Which I also need gold star pumpkin and gold star corn. What do I need for the foraging? Not this one. Fall foraging. Blackberry, acorn, and plum? Is that what that is? Plum, hazelnut. Pardon. Alright, it's late enough in the day. Let's go ahead and go into town. And let's buy all of our seeds. Let's buy our backpack and let's buy our seeds. We can set more stuff up as we get more things taken care of today, at least. So we'll see where it goes. Topaz for Maru. That's fine. Alright, first things first. Backpack. 10k. Alright. Pumpkin. Eggplant, bok choy, yams. Do need some yams. And cranberries. Grape. Amaranth. Because I think we also need... I think we need fairy flowers. We need sunflowers. We also need wheat. For various bundles. Let's start with 5 of each. And then once everything else produces, we can get more stuff. At the very least, we at least can cover all the ground of what we have and what we don't. So, we're not going to be short anything essential. And we'll leave the one dehydrator. Oh, do we get more saplings too? Because we'll need that for fruit. Oh, man. Well, if we get these now, we save ourselves the investment later. But we need at least 3 of them. Bears fruit in the fall, bears fruit in the fall, bears fruit in the summer. let's get the spring ones, and then we can come back and get the fall ones, or the summer ones. Because if anything, we at least can get the 2 for the spring and come back for the other 3. That way at least we can prep ourselves for springtime when it rolls around. Granted, the fact that they're going to grow in the winter, but we'll at least have everything prepped that we can just start getting all the other fruit trees taken care of when it comes to springtime. We have a lot of investment to do. I think that's fair to say. Alright. So let's also replant, like, everything. Not to mention the fact at the same time as well, wild seed, starfruit. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. It'll come back to me. Oh, I'm going to get all my farming tools with, like, the watering can and the hoe upgraded during the wintertime. That way I'm not having to worry about all of this later. Alright, let me set up the trellises for the grapes. Oh. Is there a... Hold on. There's a small bush behind this. It's weird. There we go. Alright. We need pumpkins. It's gonna be all over the place. I'm gonna say that right now. Alright. We need eggplant. Bok choy. The yams. We'll need those. We could also do this in stages as well. You know, I should also probably clear out this extra layer as well, so we're not having to run off of just one extra piece. And if anything, we'd also just expand more of it. Pardon, sorry. Alright. Right. There. We'll put this there. And... You know what? We'll plant a thing of flowers in front of this one. We'll see what happens. Alright. That's the wrong box. That is the foraging box. Put that in the other one. What am I doing? Alright. Now. It's an 8 piece. It's 8 spaces around. So we put one here. And then... there. Yeah, it has to be a minimum of 8 spaces. And then one there. Nice. Cool. Alright, now to do the watering of all of them. Now that we have them all in place. All of this works, and I don't have to worry about trying to, you know, worry about everything else when it comes to like crows and whatnot. So far, it hasn't had any issues, given that this is probably the max amount of space each area can go to. So everything should be relatively fine. But we will see where it goes. Hope you guys are having a good week so far and had a great weekend up to this point. I want to know some of you guys' plans for 4th of July, given that fact of we're close to the last couple weeks of June, and I think my wife and I are gonna be going out of town for our week, so we're gonna go visit some friends. But you guys gonna go watch fireworks or anything like that? I feel like just maybe this is just an adult thing, but I feel like I was more into fireworks as like a kid versus now as an adult. I mean, don't get me wrong, the fireworks are cool. I feel like it's more fun to set them off as like with your family or with your friends versus uh, going and seeing like a fireworks show. That being said, fireworks shows are nothing to swing a stick at, so to speak. Fireworks shows can be really impressive. I mean, you could be sitting there for several hours and it's still going, or you come out with like music or various special effects in the background, or even like enhancements and such. Fireworks shows can be really cool, but I think for me, it's just kind of been relatively small, or I should say it's not as interesting as it was when I was a kid. So I digress. Do I even have enough that I can make another one? No, I need another sea jelly. So I'll have to make a smoker to put down at the worm bin sector down the southern side. Now let's see if I can get lucky. Let's take this and see what happens. Let's go to the sea and see if I can find one sea jelly. If I can make another smoker. What do I need for that again? 3 different jellies and hardwood? 10 pieces of hardwood. Okay. I think I want to also probably work on getting my relationship better with Penny before I start working on my house. Granted, I need at least have 2 different... Because I need to have the one scene specifically where I can... Or I need to have my relationship up where I'm dating her before I even can suggest getting the mermaid's pendant. And that being said, I have to get 10 hearts with her anyways, so... I still have quite a ways to go before I probably even want to put my house together. So I think I probably want to invest first in getting the barn, just so I at least can get that started and then get some cows. Because I need to get milk, I need to get cheese. Probably also some sheep too. So there's a few things I need to do. Got it. Albacore. First of the albacore. Right, we now have fall fish now. We're going to have to spend some days doing fishing in each of the sectors as well. Late night fishing. Got it. There we go. If we get a sea jelly before the end of the night, I'm going to be really impressed. Got it. It's Albacore City right now. I mean, those definitely seem like the common fish, at least specific for fall. I think fall's the only time I can actually get tiger trout, I think. Pretty sure those are the only unique fish for fall season. Or at least the ones in river. Because we couldn't get them at any point during the spring or the summertime. And then winter only is exclusive to like a handful of fish. I know there's one that like eats anything, so that's one of those. And then there's also the rare one that's on the south side by the sewer, which is one of the legendary fish, but that's also extremely difficult. That's the glacier fish, I think. So we still have to find the lava eel, the winter eel, and I think we only get the ghost fish in the forest cave, or the forest pond. Or the cave at the forest level, rather. I mean, we can also get them elsewhere. Ooh, super cucumber! I'm saving that. I'll wait until I have to use that for... I think it's the fair, like the fall fair and whatnot. Or the showcase, the fall showcase area. I can put that on display and I can get some points. Which, hopefully we can get enough points that we can get ourselves a star drop, because, I mean, we could also gamble it all and attempt to save state and load that back just so we can get 1,000 points, but it could also be extremely difficult if we do that. But we'll see. That's like near the end of fall as it is. We're just starting. We might not even get to that until probably next week, maybe next stream. Who knows? So much time. I put the mayor's shorts in the case. Oh, that's hilarious. He probably was so mad. I would not have thought that the look on his face was probably just like, hey, I know I talked to you about this. Can you not put those on display? I think there's also a piece of dialogue. I think he like sends you a piece of mail as well when if you put those actually in the shipping crate. I think you get like a mail piece or something from him. So that's hilarious though. But I also have to get enough relationship with Marty before I can do that. However, we don't have the tree, which, yeah, I'm gonna leave that chest there, at least for that one. But I will build another chest and start pulling from these. Boop. We have fruit. Make the gray one. If you guys couldn't tell from the very beginning when I started this whole thing, I like color coding these kinds of things so I know what chests are for what purpose. That way I'm not going around in circles trying to find certain items based on what it is. That's the same color, I think. What is it? That's black versus dark gray. Yes. I'm going to put actually that one as that one instead. Match the bark. Alright. But I'm also just one for organization, so having everything set in certain colors makes it much easier for me so I know what to navigate and where. I'm interested to see what, I'm interested to hear as well what you guys do when it comes to like sorting chests, laying out the farm, crops, and all that kind of stuff. I know some that are like, extremely professional at this game. Well, they spend enough hours that they know what they're doing. They do have like stone paths, they have set spots for all the crops. Not to mention the fact of sprinkler systems, which I think I'm going to wait to do anything with sprinklers until I get the iridium ones, because those are going to save me so much time. Because that, combined with the greenhouse, will be very, very handy. But I think I have to, like, almost near max or max out my farming skill before I can get iridium sprinklers. If anything, I at least can start getting the... I can put the quality sprinklers together. Which, I do have enough. I could... I complete 100% many times. Valid. I mean, this game is also relatively... It's straightforward when it comes to including the main story. It just takes time. That being said, it doesn't dissuade from the fact that it's a good game. You just gotta have a lot of patience. I think that's the main point of order. Should also start giving melons again to Penny. Okay. Let's see. Let's go put together the stuff for the barn. Let's see if we can talk to Robin and get a barn built. Then we can start getting some cows. We can get milk, we can get some cheese. We can get a whole bunch of stuff going. There's still the mossy trees out. And the iridium bands too for the mines. Or we will just wait another day to go meet with Robin. Man. My fastest was 2 weeks after Grandpa's visit. Wow, that's impressive. That's what? Year 3, I think? From getting everything? Which, again, is still pretty fast, getting everything taken care of in 3 years. Okay. Hello. You showed up at a perfect time. Okay, what is it? It's our new special orders board. Robin and I built it from scratch. That's what she was building. Lewis, all you did was hold the nails. Him. Nor. Let me explain. You see, with the Darkin farm back in business, the local economy has barely been picking up. As a result, some of the local townsfolk have been asking me for a way to source local ingredients for their businesses or personal projects. So Robin and I came up with the idea of a new special orders board where people can post bigger jobs that would make sense for the old billboards outside Pierre's. Mass production. Yeah, for example, I plan on requesting some hardwood for a bed I want to make. I won't put you on the spot, but if you want to help me out, you can just accept the first help from this board. Who knows, maybe if the bed turns out well, I'll start selling them in my shop. Yeah, let's see what else we can get. I thought so. I wouldn't expect anything less from you. So can we say that you're on board? Guys, I don't know what's worse. Robin's dad jokes or the mayor's lack of assistance in this conversation. Both are bad. Even the mayor's just like, okay, why? Well, I'm sure you're busy, so we won't keep you away from your work any longer. As always, I appreciate your willingness to contribute. Take care. Now, all that's said and done, are you back at your house, or what? Or are you still doing... Yes, okay. Alright. So... Yeah, we're gonna have to talk with her later about getting some structures put together. Well, if anything, we can at least put this hazelnut and the blackberry in the fall foraging bundle. The urge to just spend the 5K and put that into she's at yoga. Noted. There we go. Oh, needs the plum. I apologize that came on the mic. My wife did a large belch from the other room. Oh yeah, I forget that's what happens over here. Right, that's the morning yoga routines. Neat. How helpful is that, mind you? I've never done morning yoga. I've also never been a fan of that kind of stuff, but I heard it's pretty resourceful in ways of helping yourself out. Hello, Elliot. Pardon me. Oh, jeez. A 1,000 pieces of stone. Well, I haven't needed to have a use to start breaking in the larger stone chunks at the farm. Why not? Because I can build up the stone, and I get to keep it. All I gotta do is just show it to her. Yep, just gather 1,000 pieces of stone. Excuse me, Miss Penny. There you go. Oh, today... Make a note of that. The 2nd of fall is Penny's birthday. I'm not used to such kindness. I love it, though. Alright, mental note for later. The 2nd of fall is Penny's birthday. Because they're basically like double dips. Because you get a bonus for giving her a gift that she loves, and you get it on her birthday. Which means... I think there's a scene either here, or it's at the western side. I think it's on the western side. Because she has like a picnic scene, or something, with the kiddos. Let's head back, let's put all this stuff away, and let's start breaking into the larger chunks of rock. Somebody keep an eye out for a... Never mind. A wild plum. Ask and you shall receive. Alright, let's put that away first. I mean, if anything, we'll have plenty of stone that we can make use of for... building the barn. And all we have to do is just, get 1,000 more pieces. Alright, so fall foraging is done. Buy a calendar from Robin helps keep her eye on her birthdays. Oh, that's a good point. I never thought to get a calendar. That's a good idea, Broogie. I'll have to grab one of those while I'm in shop. Then I can just put it at the house, and I'm not having to, go around in circles. I'm trying to figure out who's when. Because that'll also be useful for getting everyone else's relationship status up a little bit higher than each other. Or at least so I can start getting more of the relationships better. Because I'm thinking she's probably still at yoga. Yeah, she'll be at yoga probably all day. So we'll just go tomorrow. Alright, so we'll put this back here, we'll put this in this one, and we'll put this in here for later. Let's start busting open some of these. Go to the giant rocks. I have to aim up if I can. If we also had the quarry, we could also make use of that too. Because we could get both stone and resources as well. Which one is the quarry? Is the... Which one is it? Bridge repair, fish tank. Oh, foraging is the quarry for the bridge. What do we even need for the exotics? There's a coconut and yeah, coconut, one of the 3 resins. Oh, we should just make a tree tapper. Wooden copper bars. At least can get some resin, some pine tar, or some maple syrup. Question is, do we have enough of each variant of tree? Only one way to find out. If any, we can just move them in each one. Alright, tree tapper. Alright. One here. One on this one. And then one on the one over here. Can I... Thank you. Granted, I probably should also clear out those trees as well, so at least I'm not having to stare at 6 different things at once. Which probably is a good idea to do. Start clearing out more of the field. Because eventually, what I want to do is... Which I probably should have mentioned this earlier. I have another mod installed that I probably am not going to use until late game. But one, because I don't have a big enough field for it. But I have a mod that replaces the horse with a tractor. And combined with, I think, either the hoe, or both the hoe and the scythe, I can clear and gather all the crops all at the same time. Which I probably won't use, given the fact that you can do quite a bit of stuff with farming in a much smaller plot anyways. But, I mean, it's good to have options available if I want to expand the size of the farm. Yeah, it's a maple tree. Okay. Ooh, I think my foraging went up as well. Nice. Alright, so... This is mahogany? No, mahogany seed is the redwood tree, or the hardwood trees. Pine cones, yep, so this is a pine tree. These are pine trees. So we have oak, we have pine, and we have maple. We should have one tapper on each. Which means I probably could have put the pine one a little bit higher, so it's not, you know, out of the way. But it works. It's production at face value. Alright. We could also go to the mines and start buying a bunch of cherry bombs, too. Or creating a bunch of cherry bombs as well. We can make use of that. Nice. Alright, seeds, pickaxe. There we go. It's like I go to bed. Alright, wild seeds, tree fertilizer, warp mountain for the or warp totem for the mountains. Nice. Oh, nice wind, nice day. Marnie gives a bunch of amaranth. Good thing we're growing it. Yeah, we can get her some. Alright, you're all at least at 2.5 to 3 hearts, which is nice. Also giving majority out the large eggs, which is even better. It's good for mayonnaise. Yeah, we're gonna need a keg if we're gonna be making use of all that stuff for juice. We'll get it eventually. But having just the preserve jar and the mayonnaise machine is only gonna be so much. Because we also can get a cheese press when we get the cows. We'll get a loom for the sheep. There's a lot of stuff we can still get. But it is also impressive the fact that we are halfway through the first year and we've gotten quite a bit of stuff done. We're also already at 100k. I didn't think we were going to get maybe to 50 before the end of the year. But I probably should also add more faith in myself in the fact of there's a lot of ways to make a passive income. Also, lots of ways to make money, so. What's the phrase? Thousand ways to climb a mountain, just pick one and go. Plus, a lot of these are also going to grow multiple stalks, so we can get more drops from each of them. We should also put one of these in the bundle as well. Try to unlock the greenhouse by winter so you make money. That's a good point. Given that what we have left, we should... Yeah. So we need goats, sheep, ducks. Yeah, we need to start expanding. We also need to get a silo. Yeah, maybe we should start investing more into the animal stuff. Yeah, quality crops, artisan bundle. Oh yeah, I should make I should do this. Take one of these. Pickled corn. Pumpkins worth $3.20 each. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Jelly. I don't need jelly. I don't need pickled. I need jelly. So yeah, all the starfruit wine is worth the most. Yeah, I forgot about starfruit wine. Yeah, some multiple fruits, jelly, honey, cheese. Yeah, so the fruit trees we can make use of. All of our artisan goods. Yeah, because if we can use the time that we have now to build the rest of the the rest of the stuff for the animals, when we get into winter, we can start getting all those taken care of as well. And then we can open up the greenhouse. We can get some sprinklers going. That way we at least can still farm while we're in winter season. That way we're not relying purely on fishing and the artisan stuff. Not denying that's not a bad idea, but that is a good point. We should probably invest more into the animal upgrades. Right. At least can put... Is this the bridge repair? This is a greenhouse. One fruit. Alright. Because each one of the fruit trees counts as one, and then each of the artisan goods of jelly, honey, cloth, 2 different types of cheese, and the truffles can get us anything. I'm learning all about some things here today. I haven't played Stardew since I bought Dreamlight Valley last year. I mean, Pink, I think it's also the case of you've bought in Dreamlight Valley, and I think everything else that you've played has been put on the back burner. I mean, it's also fair to say, when you find a new game that you fall in love with, everything else, I think, just goes out the window. Nothing else is as important or as time-consuming, so to speak. Which, I mean, if you have a game that you love playing for hours on end, I mean, nothing else, I think, matters, because you're wanting to do everything else. This and this. Alright, let's see if we can't go ahead and build ourselves a barn. And maybe if we have enough resources, we could probably upgrade it. Because we need goats, ducks, and sheep. ducks are second upgrade or third? I know one offers ducks, and one gets you rabbits, depending on what size it is. And then you can get started with cows, second upgrade. Thank you. Okay. Second upgrade is ducks, which is perfect. Put that away. Okay. Third is rabbits. Got it. Okay. Alright. 4, 6 for the barn. Yeah, tractor garage. Big coop is 10K. Comes with ducks. Nice. Comes with an incubator. Cool. Alright, let's go ahead and buy the barn. And let's put you right next to the coop. Clear out some of the grass patch. Nice. Now, oop. Right, we can't do any more upgrades with her until she gets back from that one. First barn of cows, second is goat, third is pigs. Thank you. Okay. So we can at least get cows and goats within the first two, which would be great. Because rabbits, we need a rabbit's foot for, I think... I'm going to remembering everything. One of the community bundles. Which one is it? I think it's the Enchanters? Yeah, rabbit's foot for the Enchanters bundle. Pomegranates. Yeah, we need wheat and apples. Truffle, maple syrup, poppy, fried egg. Yeah, we need duck feathers. But yeah, you make a good point, Bergie. Getting the greenhouse probably should be priority. At least that way we at least can get all the crops, because we can do year-round crops, which means we can start investing again into our star fruit. We can get our strawberries going again. The stuff that we can get like multiple quantities of, like blueberries and whatnot, like all of the stuff that we can get tons in quantity, probably something we should invest in and put all in the greenhouse. That way it's all year round and we're not having to worry about trying to hold on our resources as long. But I need to go find Penny so I can give her another melon. So I think I'm on a high enough relationship with her. I should be grow the rest of your fruit trees in the greenhouse. Grapefruit. That's a genius move, Bergie. That's genius. Fruit trees. That's genius. Gives me an excuse to put fruit trees out in front and put fruit trees in the greenhouse. Excuse me. Here you go. Oh, we're at 6 hearts. Awesome. Nice. I think now we can get 2 more cutscenes with her. Because I know one happens at 2, one's at 4, 6, and 8. Alright. Let's go out and let's go back to the... I grow them on the path around this, on the rock, not on the dirt. Oh. That makes sense. That way you can still make use of the crops in the spaces and add the sprinklers and such. So yeah, you can get trees in the background while getting the crops taken care of. It's a win-win scenario. And at that point, you probably have enough income in a backlog, given all the stuff you've been doing, that you can put all that together. More stone to clear out. Large chunks. Alright, what are we at on 218? Okay. About a fifth of the way there. I mean, we'll know when we've got enough. We can fit a full stack in our pockets. Or, you know, when it actually goes off and notifies you that, hey, you've done it. Gonna come back here with the scythe for just clearing out a lot of space. Get rid of the bushes. This is 1.6. Yep. Should be. I think last time I played this, I think was 1.4 or 1.3. When did the island expansion come out? Was that 1.4 or was it 1.5? Because I think that was the last time I played that. So whenever that came out, I think was when I stopped for who knows how long. Clear out the grass for a bit. Alright. Barn will be put together soon. We can start investing in cows. At least for now. Why is the fiber here? That should not be in this one. Put that over there. Nice. Craft silo, need feed for winter. Yes. Yeah, that should be the next thing we end up getting. So we do the upgrades in the background, but we do need to get ourselves a silo, because when winter comes, we're going to run out of grass. And I don't think anybody wants to be doing that. We'll also need to get heaters for both the coop and for the barn. So we need to buy. I think probably all of fall is going to be a lot of investment. 100 stones, 10 clay parkour bars. Perfect. Cool. We should have plenty. We need more clay. Clay we can get from tilling the ground in certain spots. Oh, you can buy it. I forgot you can do that. Of course, you can buy stuff. Again, you can buy things in this game. You can buy resources from Robin. Man. Did I pull all the corn off? Did I do that? Yes, I did. Okay. Put that there. Not clay. Wait, is the... just wood and stone? Wood, stone, copper bars. Oh, I get what you mean. Okay. You can't buy the clay, just buy the wood and stone. I got confused what you were going with there. Just go mine and dig, yep. Did I put the clay somewhere else? Did I do that by accident? No, I don't think I did. No. Alright. Let's see. I want the, thank you. I want the red one. Alright, see. Alright. So we need stone, copper bar. Okay. Let's take the blackberries. Put the mushrooms in the box. We'll take the cave carrots. Put these down here for the moment. Also fill this. Yeah, I think 1.6 introduced the moss trees because we had like we had the green rain epidemic as well, and I don't remember that being in any of the earlier editions. I don't remember the green rain and the fiddlehead fern trees. That caught me off guard completely when that happened. I never knew that existed. $999 moss for a crafting recipe. Interesting. Hazelnut. We also haven't gone to the mines for a while, so let's go do that while everything else is bulking in the background. Actually, I should go to, I think, 10 levels in. Yes. You know, I came in here. I didn't bring the right tools. Hold on. I went all that way. And I didn't even bring the stuff to get the clay, let alone stuff to fight the creatures. I'm all over the place, apparently. Take this, and just in case, because you never know. Let's try this again. Man. Mines. 10. Okay. Ow. Excuse you, back away. Ooh, dwarvish helmet and cave carrot. I don't know what was happening with that. Nice. Infestation. Clear the slime. Back. Got it. Put you in. Let's do it right here with all the coal, with all the copper. Nice. Three more pieces. If anything, all this bug meat can be used to add. Oh, rusty spoon. More artifacts. We can use the bug meat to make more bait. Eat the cave carrot. I'm pretty sure we already put this in the bundle. Yep. It's like one of the first things we put in that bundle, I think. One more piece. could put this over on this side, so I'm not getting those two backwards. It probably isn't going to help, given everything else. Ooh, another dwarf scroll. Do we have this one already? No, we don't. Alright, we got enough clay. But I doubt she's open now. Yeah, close to 5. Okay. So we have all the supplies we need for that, which is good. Given that we also have a bunch of coal that's sitting around, we should start putting stuff into the smoker. Because we have fish already in there. Plus I'm sure we can also smoke the crab. It is a fish, so it does count. Alright. Cave carrot, this and this, and these. We'll save those for later. Let's put this in there. Yeah. Start smoking the stuff. Let's go put that into the chest down on the bottom side. With our crab pots, we can check in with them. And if anything, we can move anything that's also down there to the smoker. Because I think with the recycling machine, you should be able to at least get, I think it's quartz, coal, and I think other ore pieces as well. I think you could get iron ore from that, I'm pretty sure. Where did... What? Okay, I put a worm bin and a recycling machine. Did I... What? I don't know what happened. Alright. Just up and vanished on me. That's a new one. Boop. Okay. Well, I'll just have to make another set. One of these. Someone walks through it, it will vanish. Oh! Alright, so I'll have to probably move those to be in a different spot then. Because otherwise they're just going to run into the same problem of last time. Good to know. I'll probably move those out of the location where they're at now so it's not in someone's walk path. Good to know. I'll come back and harvest everything later. Okay, so this is probably on Leah's or one of the other characters' walking routes. And I can't pick those up until... Can I make more of these? What do I need to make more of these? Oh, I don't have the recipe. Oh, I do have the recipe. Wood and iron bars. If anything, I'll just move those 3 when they're done. And then I can just move them all over to one space. I can move on to the island on the lower side as well. Actually, I think I'm going to put them over in the ocean. Because then I can get more stuff out there, and there's not people are going to go to the secret spot out on the docks. Not the docks, the, where we get the Mermaid's Pendant area, that spot. Ooh, wow. I have not checked in here since 2 days ago. But I need to make the silo today. And I probably need to water the crops while I'm here. Otherwise I'm going to forget. Romna's working on the barn. Yes, she is. She's doing hard work is what she's doing. She's working hard and doing hard work. I mean, it can't... I've seen, like, sped up videos of people working on, like, giant structures like houses. Oh, bok choy's done. I think this... I can use the scythe for this. Nice. Got some wheat. Bok choy. Nice. Let's see. Let's use the fall seeds for now. I think once everything else starts to grow and flourish as it is, we have more idea of what stays and what doesn't. We can fill in the gaps. What was I saying? I forgot what I said earlier. Building barns and buildings and stuff. I've seen sped up videos and seen the time lapse of like working on like for a couple years straight and watching it all happen in real time is very interesting and I applaud anyone that has like the do-it-themselves kind of people that can just build those kinds of shelters, rebuild and redo various turning a shed into like a small house or that kind of stuff is just amazing. But that takes a lot of patience and a lot of endurance. But I don't think I could be that kind of a DIY persona. Not denying anyone that can do it. It's plain impressive is what that is. Alright. Take this. Alright, so I can now put this there. I'll just move them back to where they were, but I'll just move I'll move these to a different spot, so... I will just put them over here instead. Oh, there we go. Alright. I can put this chest right there. Then I put the worm bin and the recycling machine. I can take this. Yeah, there it goes. Alright, now it's processing. Alright, that'll sit and do its stuff on the sidelines. And then when those four are done, I can move those around. Smoked crab. That seems very interesting. I mean, never mind. I don't even know what I was gonna say. I had a thought and I completely spaced on how I was gonna phrase it. Just okay. That thought does not exist. Because if it did, it would have made sense. That was a phrase. Alright. Nice. Okay, what do we want to do? Oh, we were gonna see if we can get another sea jelly. Try to get another smoker for that spot down south. Because then I have a spot where I can do fishing here on the barn. Or I can move the fish I get from the fishing rod there, and then I can smoke all of the stuff I get from the crab pod while it's down there. Let's see if we can't get ourselves a sea jelly. How many days do we have for this? 3 days? I'm not sure we're going to be able to get that in time. Because there's also so much stuff we can do on the sidelines as well. I know smoked oysters are a thing. That much I do know. Smoked oysters, smoked clams. Like I said, I think I've said this in the previous stream before, and I do want to give seafood another honest try. And I think crab or maybe this is quite a question for you guys. Those of you that have had seafood, and I mean good quality seafood, not just any seafood, but good quality seafood. What are some recommendations? I've heard like salmon is good. I've heard again like smoked or there's a lot of good fish out there, but I think it's just the case of knowing what ones are going to be good that aren't going to make you sick. Because again, you could eat like mussels or oysters or clams, but I've also heard that a lot of that is like you could get yourself sick if you ate just a lot of those. But as someone who has not had a very good opinion of seafood, at least in previous iterations, I want to give it another try. So I think the one I had when I was down in Texas for a couple years, cucumber, was tilapia, and I heard red snapper was pretty good. But tilapia was, I mean, it was also poorly made. I mean, those that I ate, the people that I ate with, I mean, they just roasted the whole fish versus, you know, skinning it, deboning it, and then putting it on a plate. So that was a whole different experience in and of itself. Anchovy. Speaking of red snapper, I think we need red snapper out of the sea for our fishing bundle. There we go. Sardine. Let me just check here for a minute. Yeah. Red snapper and tilapia. Speaking of tilapia, tiger trout and the walleye. We'll have to check. Was it on Sunday? For the Wandering Merch to see if we can gamble on a walleye. That or we just have to just get lucky and go at night. I think it's the lake to get the walleye. Albacore. What would a smoked sea cucumbers taste like? That's interesting that I'm thinking about it, because if we could smoke a lot of the fish, I'm now thinking about what else we can, what else could get smoked. I know that's probably a broad question. I've also heard, and this is probably going back to that seafood question before, I've heard shark is, like shark, like sail, like some like the bigger, like big game fishing, like the deep sea fishing. I've heard a lot of that stuff is also pretty good to eat. I don't know. I just want to give it another honest attempt to try and eat seafood, and then I can give my honest opinion. But there's a lot out there, so being able to narrow it down would be helpful. Smoked snail. Very interesting. Cardle to look at. Very good. Nice. Eggplants are done. Everything else still needs to cook or produce. Okay, watering can. Ooh, barn is up and ready. Sweet. Now, before we put any animals in there, we should make sure we get ourselves the silo. We've been putting that off for too long. The silo needs to be done before we can put anything in there. We can start getting some hay. We start cutting the grass. Get ourselves some food once winter gets prepped and ready. And then it could also be put off to the side. I mean, it could be put out of the way. There we go. foliage. Running out of water, so we'll go ahead and refill. Nice. Our cranberry bushes are getting prepared. And I'm probably going to invest in a lot of the multiple drop crops. Does you have a floofer in there with you? Yes, I have a cat currently curled up next to my desk. Or on my desk in her bed. Hold on. I gotta do this once on stream at least, so give me just a minute, guys. I want to show you this. Don't know if you can see the angle. But I have a curled up little floof ball in a cat bed. So enjoy the little guest appearance. Let me put that back. Here we go. Alright. I'll give you guys the one instance of seeing a passed out floof ball on the side of the on the side of my stuff. Oh, we should check the train out. We never did that last time. Or if when it came through, it was like already come and gone. Lots of coal, lots of geodes. Nice. Lots of things. Alright, is it all done now? Nope, there's more. And a handful of geodes as well. Ooh, what are you? Leprechaun shoes. Leprechaun. So I'm going to sell those. I don't know if those are going to be any bit advantageous. But I now have 2 pairs of leprechaun shoes. Can you even sell those? Or are those worthwhile keeping? I imagine they're not, given you can't really make use of solid gold shoes. Oh, the buckle's made of solid gold. Not solid gold shoes. Can you imagine walking around in solid gold shoes? I mean, I know you want to probably be fancy and all, but solid gold is, I don't know, dangerous in various ways. But it's also going to be an easy way for someone to catch the attention. It's like, yeah, that person's walking around wearing gold shoes to show off. It's like, alright, those are going to be stolen. Like, immediately. Alright, now the Robin is done building the barn. Can we pay her a visit for a silo? Yeah, let's build a silo. And let's put it right here. Boop. Nice. Alright, silo is done. Let's get some cows. We can start getting milk. And if there's enough of an income when it comes to the mayonnaise machine and milk for cheese, I may just move the mayo machine to... I think what I might do is I could probably just put the eggs into a chest in the coop itself, and then just put the mayo machine in there, rather than combining that with the preserve jars. Preserve jars are what's going to be the wine. Yeah, because there's all this and all of these. It is very slow. Alright, put all of these in there. Put the ore in there. I can't sell those, so I'm just going to throw them away. If they end up coming back to me, that's a different story. Alright. Let that sit. Gonna need more wood. Just enough to make myself another chest. We're just going to talk to Marnie first before it gets too late in the day. If I can, at least. I may have missed the window. Oh no, she's still here. Okay. I have just enough to get 2 dairy cows. Zootsu. Alright. And one more. And Zootsu and Zappy. It sounds like, Zootsu and Zappy. It's like a pair of heroes you'd find that have, like, electrical or storm powers. Look at the sky, there's Zootsu and Zappy! It's like the start of, like, a children's TV show. Someone get on that. Someone make that a thing. Make that a series or something. Alright. Chest. For here. Plop. I can move the mayo machine from over here back into the coop. Dunk. Nice. That can sit and grab all those. I can move my foraging stuff back into that chest. Oh, that got moved. what do we need? So we need one of those each. One of those. Those kind of fish. 9 fish. 10 pieces of wheat. 3 apples. Maple syrup. Sunflower, duck feather. Nautilus shell. I feel like the enchanter's bow is going to probably take some time because the rabbit's foot is quite a bit of time when it comes to building up the trust. So that'll be definitely a later thing to get. And once the silo is built, we can start cutting more of the grass and getting more hay for later. Nice, we're still getting some apples. I'm going to check on the crab pots down at the bottom. We left those alone for a couple of days. We can see the progress on those, where that's gone. I bet we can move them. Yeah, there we go. Nice. More crab bots to make use of. Cool. Right. Oh well, we'll leave it there. So all we need now is a smoker. We can start getting smoked fish down from there, from the crab pot. And we can add these to the mix. We're gonna do some fishing because we need to get that sea jelly, but we also need to get the other required fish for each of the areas, so getting those out quickly would be the best case. Oh, yay! Max relationship with the cat. Awesome. Always gonna have maximum friendship with your pets. I mean, building up a trust level like that early on, and that goes for pets in real life as well. Doing that early is, I think, a key factor when it comes to building relationships, because they have to trust you, and vice versa. But building up that trust is also going to be one of those cases of it's not an easy thing to do, but once you have it, it's also a double-edged sword, because it's easy to get. What is it? Building trust can be both difficult and easy, but it's far easier to break it than it is to build it. If that makes any sense. And that goes for people as well. It's the same kind of idea. So, take that for what you will in that context of things. I'm full of random phrases, facts, and all sorts of things today. But it's also part of my name brand as well. I'm the one who embraces all the chaotic topic changes and chaotic things. Now that being said, I also probably put a limit on when it comes to sanity, so I embrace chaotic video game moments. Chaotic real life is It depends on the context at hand for that statement as well. W friendship with animals go faster. True. Speaking of, I should also make sure I'm getting more relationship up with Penny. More melon. Alright, she's here or she's at the school already. Pam's doing her thing. I have a theory. And now I want to find out if it's actually real or it's not. Oh, she's right there. Here you go. Teaching Jazz Vincent about dwarvish archaeology. Just curious about the origin of dwarves, but Vincent is mainly interested in dwarvish weapons. Hey, that's a valid concept. Those of you that have seen like Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, and all various things involving dwarves. Dwarvish weaponry was super cool in those movies. Alright, let's go ahead and start fishing. Because I want to see if we can get a sea jelly. Etchin. Alright. Got it. Tilapia. Nice. Now we need the red snapper, and we've got all of the ocean fish taken care of. Squeaky chair today, apparently. Excuse me. Oops. There we go. Sardine. Not quite what we need, though. Oh, I missed it. Scratching my chin. Darn you. Fish. Looks like I have his backwards in this angle. Because the bill itself looks like it's facing the other direction. It looks like it's the back of the hat instead of the front. Super sea cucumber. Let me go around to the docks and see if I can get something for sea jelly over here. Because I think I mostly get it when it's off the dock versus off the shoreline. I think I've gotten it more often off of the docks versus the shoreline, at least. Come on, all I want is the sea jelly. That and the red snapper, so if I can get both of those, it'd be great. Another sea cucumber. Not gonna deny that, though. Go. Got the sea jelly. That's at least one. What we need now is the snapper. We can move off of the ocean, go to get the tiger trout. Then all we have is the specialty fish and the night fishing one. Speaking of, now that it's Sunday, we should go. Oh, I don't have enough money for that. Well, our stock changes every week, so we might have to gamble on one of the streams that we can. We can find out if she has what we need or not. Let me just go put the tilapia in the bundle. Then I can go and see if I can get a smoker put together for the stuff at the bottom. Oh, fish tank. Nice. Alright, just a snapper, and that one is done. It's a slow progression, but it is working. I think we'll probably have enough time probably to do one more day of... one more day of fall, and then we'll probably close up stream for the night. But for one, we got a lot of stuff done. We got a silo built, we got the crab pots moved up and around. We got the barn built. Yes, barn, silo, fall crops. We got a lot of stuff taken care of today. We've also built up our relationship more with Penny. That's the wrong box for this. Anchovy, this. Don't put that there. Fill this up. We'll do this, and that, and this. Okay. One of these each. I think it's hardwood? What is it? Hardwood. We have enough. I think we have just enough. Yeah, we have enough. And this should probably be done tomorrow or the next day. Which, the sooner that goes up, the better. We can start cleaning out the lower spot of this grass. We'll have plenty of food for the winter. I'm positive no one comes through this path anyways. Nice. That can sit and work in the background. I'm never going to get too much from that because there probably isn't a ton of coal in there. But the recycling machine at least helped get rid of the trash. And if worse comes to worse, we can also sell, I think it dumps out quartz bars that we can sell for some profit. So we have 5 or 6 different streams of income at this rate. With the reserve jars, one smoker here, the mayonnaise machine, the smoker down at the bottom, and all the crops. We have a lot. Oh, and the mushroom bin, so we have 6. 6 different income streams. We have a lot of ways. Oh, don't need to water stuff. But I will... Oh, silo's done. Right time for summer and fall rainy days. Perfect timing then. I think I have just enough hay that I can get everybody fed. So perfect timing then to go fishing. Here you go. Also need to get a milk pail. Should probably do that soon. Are these the amaranth? Amaranth. Cool. Cranberries. Really can go to your path. There's so many sweet items that need to hold me for addition. Oh! Huh. I'm gonna do something a bit stupid and start playing some Skip. Hey, you're the one doing the decision, not me. And I can pick up his basket, so... Listen, if you want to get yourself sucked into your story, that's fine by me, but you're making a mistake getting involved in that again. That being said, I won't stop you, but I will at least warn you ahead of time of the fact of that might be a bad decision. Because I'm sure many of you know that, at least when it comes to Baldur's Gate 3, playing it before bed can be... I also slept like 3 hours this afternoon. I'm like setting an alarm to get off at 9:30. Okay, that's a fair point. Yeah, you got a good reason for that then. Because you can get both sucked into the game and also like an adrenaline rush enough that you don't want to sleep. So it becomes a mixed bag of things. I also should... I pulled out the scythe for this and I didn't even bother using it. Alright, let's get some stuff forward of this silo. It's what a max of 240 pieces of hay, I think. So that should be more than plenty, at least for now. Given we also only have so many animals, plus with the grass being used up in front, at least during the summer and the various seasons. Let's at least stock us up for the winter season. So, Chad, I'm also warning you now. If you hear some screams from my mic that is not me, you then know the fact of my wife is playing Baldur's Gate 3 in the other room. So, I'm giving you a fair sound warning. Granted, it probably won't be screeching, but a warning the fact of if you hear that kind of a noise coming from the other room, it is not me. Someone is overly excited or getting into some sticky situations. Pine tar. Do we have any maple syrup yet? No, there's the time. Alright, I will then be able to put this into foraging. Oh, I can finish the foraging bundle. Finish the exotic of that pine tar. When the haste goes away, the silo is full. Got it. Noted. Apologize if you all hear my game on his mic. It's a fair warning is what it is. Alright, let me go give this amaranth to Marnie. And then I can put the pine tar in the exotic foraging bundle. Money. Here you go. Nice. While I'm here as well, milk is 1,000. Heater is 2. Okay, so that's what? 5 grand or so to start. Not bad. Alright, it's not too expensive. We'll go put the pine tar away, and then we'll go start searching for the snapper. So we need snapper, we need tiger trout, the walleye. I think that's it for... Is that it for the fishing bundle for the boulder? Tiger trout. Oh no, we still need the sand skip, or the sandfish and the pufferfish. Okay. We'll at least be able to finish out, hopefully, the ocean and the river fish with getting those two. Artisan bundle, we need the foraging. Pine tar. There we go. Alright, so all we need now is winter foraging. So we need crystal fruit, snow yam, and crocus. But that we'll have to get until later. Autumn's bounty. Nice. +2 foraging, +2 defense. Be very good. If anything, while we're here, let's see if we can get the tiger trout. Let's also check in. Nope. Alright. Let's see if we can grab ourselves a tiger trout. We just need one. That's all we need. Salmon. Definitely a new fish. Nice. Alright, now for that snapper. And all we have is the pufferfish, sandfish, and the walleye. 100 pieces of crab. 100 pieces of butt guts. A lot of trash. Alright. How much trash do you want to get pulled from the... Oh. Got 20 pieces of trash. Dumped behind the recycling bin behind the train platform. Whether or not we actually do that, I just want to pick it up. Alright, let's see if we can't get ourselves a snapper. Super cucumber or sea cucumber, rather. Pardon. Almost got it. Come on. Stay with me. Got it. Anchovy. Anchovies! Do you smell that smell? It's one of those smelly smells. The kind of smelly smell that smells smelly. Anchovies. I'll be amazed if a handful of you know what that reference is from. Let me rephrase, I wouldn't be surprised if quite a few of you know that reference. I mean, if you guys were raised up on the same kind of cartoons and Nickelodeon shows that I was raised on, then you would know where that reference is from. Just want the snapper, that's all I want. Let me go out to the docks. See if I can get a little closer. And I think we'll also probably end with just the first day, going to this day in today's stream. So we'll cash out all of the stuff we've been collecting and combining and such in the background. So all the artisan goods will get sold, all the animal products will get taken care of, all the roasted fish and such. Ooh, we got an eel. And then everything else will slowly begin to be built for the next time. So we'll stop by all of our other places to start grabbing all the things. There we go. There goes Willie. I mean, if we don't get the ticker trout in this day for rain, we can easily worry about it next time. Because we have, again, 20 some odd more days to search for this. So the next rainy day, we'll have to just come out here and grab it, if we can. Never mind. We're fine. Again, the instance of asking you shall receive. Starting to think calling these out and just like saying, yeah, I'm not going to get it today. If I keep saying it, it's going to stop happening with this kind of luck, so I'm going to quit while I'm ahead and stop jinxing myself. Gonna grab to the smoke stuff. That's here. Just the one. Like I said, we also just had that smoker up only a little bit ago, so it needs time to build up the remnants. Might avoid Floof on the sidelines, just getting herself comfortable. Did you guys hear that sneeze? Did that come through on the mic? It's like a little puff of air. I don't know if you guys caught that, but if you did, that's also another proof the fact of this is a good quality mic. A subtle cat sneeze was enough to get some intent, enough to get that on through, so. Alright, and ocean fish, done. Nice. Deluxe baits, orb totem. Cool. Alright, let's see what the takeaway is from today's stream. So we've put on a lot of stuff between the mayo machine, some stuff that we can get put into preserves, and then, ooh, blackberry, and then also all the mushroom bins. Smoked fish. That's not smoked. Put the smoked eel in there. That would also be interesting to try. Eel. I've heard that can be pretty good as well. Piece of salmon. Just the pickled corn. Okay. Yeah, we could save the bok choy and the eggplant. That could be useful for later. I should sort this stuff. There we go. Alright, everything that's been produced on the mayo machine. Minus the one, which is fine. And then all of the mushrooms that have been bulking back in here. Probably isn't a ton. If anything, we'll just get these, turn these into elixirs if we can. I don't think we can, because I don't think there's even enough to make one. There's no blue mushrooms. So we will just sell these all as they are. Alright, place your predictions in the chat, or what you guys think of how much we're going to take away from today. Because I think we had almost 10, or I think we had 30k almost last time. I'm going to guess 26 something. 26,000. So, let's see. Was 10k too high. But goes to show that smoker idea is going to be really nice. At least for all the crab stuff. But I think that'll go ahead and put a pause on for today. So we got a lot of stuff taken care of. We got a lot of crops placed. We got the barn made. We got we got a smoker plus the crab pot all put together. We've maxed out relationships with some of our farm animals, and of course our cat friend is also nice and happy. So that was made. We are well on our way to get ourselves a couple of other stuff. Yeah, Stardew Valley Fair is coming up soon. So we gotta also put some of that together. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and call it a day there. Hope you guys have been enjoying everything thus far. Hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. If you guys did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow, all that fun stuff. Remember, guys, the Void's always willing to listen to those who want to be heard. I'm willing to hear you out, and I'm willing to listen. Have a great night, guys. I love you, and I'll see you next time.